Welcome back to Bo's Mopar Garage. Today we're gonna paint these fenders. This is the last piece of the puzzle for the B5 Blue. These are the fenders. All the hood hinges are bolted and nuts and washers. Everything's painted. I'm gonna wash them off with some pre-cleano and tack them off and start painting. We're going to put 3 to 4 coats of B5 Blue on it, but we're going to put 2 coats of sealer on it first. So 2 rags, one's wet, one's dry. Wax on, wax off. This is a degreaser. This is a degreaser, contaminants on it. Washes them off. So you dry it off before it dries itself. This way you get everything off the surface. That's why I use 2 rags. So you don't get any fish eyes in your paint. Try to be thorough with this, and you won't have any fisheye problems. Fisheyes are those little holes you see in the paint. And the reason you get fisheyes is because the contaminants that are on the surface don't allow the paint to flow out. There's one more. All right, so these are there's 3 tack rags here, I think, and I prefer to use 2 or 3 because it fits in my hand better. So tack them off. Do a nice thorough job. Don't forget the edges. So I masked up the inside of the fenders because I did paint and clear the inside of the fenders, because I'm not going to put any undercoating on the inside of them. I just like the way it looks. And you look inside there and see it's all painted. All right. So now I'm going to put a coat of sealer on here. That's to cover any bare metal spots and give you a solid color underneath. Got that good. If you're putting new fenders on these, you have to remember to caulk up this edge over here, which doesn't come caulked. And the factory does caulk them. And there you go. You let this sit for a little bit. Let it flash off. Make sure you got some good coverage on it. And a little bit more down here. This stuff dries real quick. It's a nice product. It's ready to spray sealer that I got from the people down at CT Paint Supply in Auburn. Nice people. All right, guys and girls, we're ready to put some base coat on this thing. So let's get to it. Don't forget to do your edges. You can see this color covers real well. All right, we're gonna let this flash off about 5-10 minutes and go back around a few more times. Your final coat. That looks pretty even, no stripes. Let that tack off for about 20-30 minutes, and then we'll tack it off with the tack rack, make sure there's no debris in it, and we'll put some clear on it. And that's the last two big pieces of that car. Yay. So the base coat's splashed, tacking it off. Oh, got a little run here. All right, I guess we're not ready. It's actually a sealer. It's just smearing. Not dry enough yet. I sanded most of that run out. I'm gonna get a little piece of 1000. Just to feel a little bit. We'll put a coat of base coat on it. That's good. Let that sit a minute. So I'm trying to get some coverage on here. Without making a mess out of it. Or not. Not dry yet. Clear coat. Put 3 coats of clear on this guy. So I like to sand them flat, so I put an extra coat of clear on there, so I have something to sand and polish without burning through. That's 4 coats. Looks like it's covered pretty good, right? Got some nice shine to it. Anyway. Thanks for watching Bo's Mopar Garage. Hope you like what you see. Please subscribe. Helps build the channel. And next time you see these fenders, they should be sanded and buffed and put on the car, I would think. That's why not. No big tragedies other than that drip that we fixed, but we're good. That rim we had in the bottom of the fender there came up pretty good. Well, it should, but can't even see it. So, minor tragedy averted.